Well, good morning. Welcome to a very early Gatwick airport. Well, Premier Inn. It's about 5:30 in the morning. Our flight is due in 5 hours to Orlando with British Airways. It's been cancelled. So we've got to hot foot it over to Heathrow. So it's going to be 100 quid in a cab to get our flight, which leaves in about 7 hours, which sounds doable. But because I was organised last night, I dropped our luggage, because I'm travelling with my nephew. I dropped our luggage early, so now I've got to try and get my luggage retrieved from Gatwick, get in a cab over to Gatwick for a 12:15 flight. We're going to now be flying with American Airlines over to Charlotte and then down to Orlando. We're going to have around 4 or 5 hour delay now into Orlando, but what's important is that we just get there. So I don't know how much I'll be filming on this, but I'll try and include you along the way. And we've made it to Heathrow Terminal 3. It was a bank holiday Monday in August when we travelled, so there was no traffic on the road. Terminal 3 is probably my least favourite terminal. It's a bit dark and dingy. Well, it's time for some breakfast, so I'm going to head to the British Airways lounge. So good morning, just a quick update for you. We made it to Heathrow Airport. Took about an hour in a cab, cost about £80, which I'll claim back from British Airways. So I don't know if I mentioned earlier, we're going to be flying with American Airlines from Heathrow Terminal 3 to Charlotte in North Carolina. We've got just under a 2-hour stopover in Charlotte and then down to Orlando. Hopefully at Charlotte, hopefully we're not delayed, so at Charlotte, so we've got to go through immigration, collect our bags and then check back in. And I think we've got like an hour and 50 minutes to do that. It means we're going to arrive in, assuming everything's on time, we're going to arrive into Orlando about 5 hours late. It's not ideal, but luckily I was up early this morning and I was able to get over here. The pain in the backside was that I actually checked my bags in last night, so we had to wait to retrieve our bags at Gatwick. But even so, it took 2 hours and 10 minutes from the point of getting into the terminal at Gatwick, speaking to the people there, retrieving the bags, getting to Heathrow and getting to the check-in desk here. Pain is because I'm travelling with my nephew, we're not sat together on any of the flights, but as long as we get there, who cares? So it's not going to be a full proper video, but I will show you what it was like and how this went, and I will upload it. So at least you get an idea, and then obviously if I know what compensation we get, etc. at a later date, I'll add that onto the video. Right, I'll catch you later. So just heading down to the gate. At this point in time the flight is on time to depart, but another spoiler alert, that doesn't last long. Hello, just thought I'd give you an update. So we was due to fly out to, where are we, at 12:15. We was on time from gate 28. They then needed to do a plane change, so we got moved to gate 23. It's now, we are about 20 to 1. We're showing a delay of about 1:30, which cuts our connection time in Charlotte down to about 45 minutes. But to make matters worse, according to local news, air traffic control in the UK has now gone down. All flights are grounded. There is incoming flights, but I've checked radar 24 and there's no flights departing. They're all lined up on the runway. So I spoke to staff with American and they have said that they're hoping for 1:35 departure. So we've just popped out the gate area to use the toilet. We're going to head back just in case, but I think that's been optimistic. At this rate, I don't think we're going to get to Florida today, and currently there is a tropical storm due to hit Florida as well. I'm not sure what part. I know sort of Tampa side it's due to hit. We're due to land in Orlando, so it may well be, even if we can get to the US, that we cannot actually get into Orlando. So I will keep you updated. At this rate, I'll possibly going back home, but we'll keep you updated. Hello. We're finally boarding. It is, where are we? 1:10 past 1.
Danny, thank you.
So we'll see what happens. Have a good flight. So for some strange reason I've been seated in the economy extra cabin, which has got slightly more leg room, and my nephew's been put back in economy even though we're flying on the same tickets. I did manage to get him moved up actually, as there was 2 seats free next to me. If you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe. It is free to do. Hit that bell notification to be notified when a new video gets uploaded. So hello, welcome on board the American Airlines 777. It is now, we're on 2:15 UK time, so we're 2 hours late. We're looking at probably another hour on the ground waiting for ATC clearance. So let's just have a quick look at the toilet. As you'd expect, it's clean. Nothing special, but it will do what I need to do, which I need to do, so see you later. Some pretzels and a glass of water was handed out whilst we sat on the ground waiting for clearance for takeoff. We're finally off the gate, about 4 hours late. Finally on the runway, 3 hours and 50 minutes late. Orlando, here we come, maybe, via Charlotte. So it's time for some food on board American, and mine was basically thrown at me. As you see the state, they really didn't seem to care. Have you suffered delays and cancellations whilst travelling? Leave a comment below and let us know your experience. One thing I do love about American are these little tubs of ice cream they hand out. They are really tasty. So before landing, a little snack was handed out. This was actually quite tasty, be it small. I also ordered a black coffee, but for some reason ended up with a black tea. Well, we finally made it to Charlotte. We have missed the original connection, so we're going to find out if we can get on the last flight of the evening down to Orlando. We have been booked on the last flight with American from Charlotte down to Orlando, so it's now time to just check out the lounge and grab a little snack. The American Airlines lounge here in Charlotte, it's a large lounge, plenty of seating. It does lack food though. I don't know if that's just because of the time of night or whether it's always just a very small selection. Where do you want to sit? Well, it's only a short visit to the American Airlines lounge today. Time to head down to the gate. And just for a change today, our last flight is delayed.
2092 to Orlando through gate C16.
Hello.
Oh, exit row willing and able? Yep. Thank you. Sir. Mr. Charman?
Yep.
Exit row willing and able?
Yep.
Thank you.
So I do have an exit row seat today, and my nephew's been put further down the cabin. Alright mate, have a good one. So my seat and seatbelt was wet. The cabin crew did sanitise it all before I sat down.
Wipes up there all day. You ever seen it? I'll check. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll check the front. I'll see if they got some. Okay.
Please be seated and fasten your seatbelt. And folks, good evening. Welcome aboard.
There was no on-board service offered tonight, not even a glass of water. A quick update for you. Obviously I look very tired. We took off from Charlotte almost an hour late, due to getting about 14 minutes late into Orlando. It's a bit bumpy. In fact, they left the seatbelt signs on for about 25 minutes. So just have a quick look at the toilet. Mirror needs a clean. My battery's almost dead, so I'm not sure how much more I'll get filmed today. Oh, I had the road to myself. Oh, okay. I did ask if you could come up. Well, we finally made it to Orlando, only around 11 hours late. So we've made it finally to Universal Dockside Inn, just off International Drive. We're in Tower 2. It is, I don't know what time are we on? It's 1:45 in the morning. So we're going to go into the room. I'll give you a very quick tour. And then I think we're going to nip to Walgreens, that's open 24 hours, just buy some drinks, a little bit of snacks. So just a very quick tour, because I'm too tired and I don't really care too much. Move on to the switches. tall lamps. So there's a fridge in there, coffee maker, TV, just a very quick room overview, and we can see fun spots and a car park. So I'm going to say good night there because I've had enough, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, take care.